one step closer to the Bears regular season. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in for the last preseason reaction of 2024 as the Bears conclude their preseason undefeated with the 34-21 win on the road versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm not making this intro any longer. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, first thing is first, we all know the starters didn't play, but there were a few takeaways from this game and a few things that I kind of want to get into. I don't want to make this video too long, but it seems like the Bears have some really young and up-and-coming talent at that defensive line position, whether you have Austin Booker, who, I'm not going to lie, the things that he showed throughout the course of this preseason, I really like. You have Hardy, who had a really good preseason showing, and I'm really interested to see what is going to happen with those two guys. Like, where are their futures going to be? Is Hardy going to be a guy that the Bears are actually going to keep around? Because he's had a really, really good preseason. So at the end of the day, I really want to see where those two guys are going to be in the Chicago Bears' future. Are they still going to look out and acquire maybe another edge rusher? Maybe defensive tackle, I think, could be a position, but that's something that I was not thinking that we may be trying to look for. But Zach Pickens, throughout the course of this preseason, to me, hasn't really shown maybe a ton, to be honest with you. But some things I do like. Travarius Moore, he plays some really good football today. Jonathan Owens plays solid football. And Ayo Obumuwa, I'm probably going to butcher that name, Baskerville. We had some really good backup pieces on this Chicago Bears defense. Now, it's interesting to see how this 53-man roster is going to look. And I'm going to do a breakdown of the 53-man roster when it comes out. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to do it. That will be my season finale of Chicago Bears Weekly for this season. So we shall see how that's going to look. Offensively, I'm really liking what Tyson Bagent has developed into as far as from year one to year two. There's been a lot of difference, whether it's been the tutelage of Shane Waldron, which I think personally is the biggest difference of his development. The quarterbacks are throwing on the run, whether it was Badger, whether it was Reed, whether it was Rippon. They did a lot of things throwing on the run, and that is something I really wanted to see more out of the previous official regime, which we didn't really see too much. And I think with this Shane Waldron play calling, we can kind of see that the Bears offensively are going to do a lot, and I mean a lot of different things. Whether it's, I think Tyler Scott is going to be in the offense where he can effectively use his speed as a weapon. He was a deep threat in college. We were wanting to see that last year, but like I said, the previous offensive regime was just kind of dumb. So yeah, I want to see how they're going to use Tyler Scott. And another person on this offense I'm kind of really ready to see how they're going to develop is Velus Jones. Now, he had a very good showing tonight. And if Velus Jones can just clean up some of the mistakes, clean up some of the things within the course of his game, I personally think he could be like that Cordell Patterson type of usage, the type of weapon that we had in 2019 and 2020, where Cordell Patterson was kickoff return, Cordell Patterson was punt return, Cordell Patterson was running back, and they used him in different ways. I think he could be that type of guy for this Chicago Bears offense, especially with the calling of Shane Waldron, who has, I think, a very extensive offensive playbook. And if Velus Jones ends up making this roster, I think Shane Waldron is a very good guy that can use Velus Jones's strengths to his best ability, whether his speed, his playmaking ability. Find ways to get the football in the Velus Jones hands, and I think he could do some pretty good special things for the Chicago Bears offense. Now, players after Douglas Coleman, it seemed like they said it was like an apparent head injury. Serious. Prayers go out to him. I hope everything is okay with him. It was a scary moment. Now, they didn't show on the broadcast of exactly what happened, but reports coming out it was an apparent head injury. So I just pray for him, and I just pray it's nothing serious, that he can make a quick and full recovery from that. So the one thing I do take away from this game is the Bears defensively. I didn't see these many blitzes last year, and they blitzed a lot, especially in this ball game tonight. The Bears used a ton of blitzing, whether it was safety blitzes where they showed and then they brought the safety out of nowhere. They did a lot of blitzing, which last year we really didn't blitz a lot as the Chicago Bears unit defensively. The Bears didn't really use a ton of blitzes. So if that is something that Matt Eberflus and Eric Washington incorporate into this Chicago Bears defensive unit with Kyler Gordon and things we see him do last game with the blitz, and the things that we can possibly see from Brisker, maybe he's got brought into the box. And I think this defensive unit is going to be very special with Matt Eberflus's and Eric Washington combined heads to make this defense a very good unit. So, Bears finished this preseason undefeated. I would do more of a breakdown of this roster once the 53-man roster officially comes out for the Bears, and that will be a Chicago Bears episode. I would definitely make a video breaking that down. And some of the things that I kind of take away from this game is, one, Shane Waldron is going to roll out the quarterback and let the quarterback effectively throw on a run. I think they're going to use packages to get their weapons involved, whether it was Scott, whether it's Velus Jones. We all know Odunze, Moore, and Allen, and Kmet, and all those guys. I just think we take away from this game, and the Shane Waldron, I think, is one of those guys that's going to put these weapons in positions to best succeed. And I feel the same way about Eric Washington and Matt Eberflus on the defensive side of the ball. And the way that the scheme looked tonight, I can see this Bears unit with all the talent that they have on the first and second string. I really see a playoff team. But that's enough for this game. The Bears finished the preseason 4-0 with the extra Hall of Fame game to finish the preseason undefeated. And the Bears beat the Chiefs 34-21 to close out. Next time I'm doing one of these reaction videos, it will be to a regular season Chicago Bears football game. 2.5 weeks away from now, and I can't wait for that. I will, of course, do more content in between then, but other than that, that's all I have. Let me get to bed. I got to go to work in the morning, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.